See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm near you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on going back to you.
Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm eating a popsicle. I so caught myself trying to go to the store yesterday, and my dumb ass got sugar-free popsicles, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I know y'all see from the thumbnail and title what's going on. I do have a disclaimer. Under no circumstances am I using my sister's name or face to tarnish her reputation. I just simply want to bring awareness to the situation, and I honestly do feel really disrespected in my own home, and I don't appreciate that. But I'm gonna speak on everything from top to bottom, because for one, my little sister probably don't even know how hip I am to what they were trying to do. I haven't had my talk with her yet because I didn't want to embarrass her in front of her company, even though I shouldn't have gave a fuck. I should have really spoke how I really felt. But I'm gonna wait on a moment to sit down with her and have this talk. And before I drop this video, I am going to have a talk with her. I'm actually going to film a sit down with her followed by this video, so we can just get a clear understanding on what the fuck is going on. Because sometimes, you know, teenagers make the wrong decisions, and they just need a little guidance. That's all. That's all. And that's what big sis gonna be here for. Big sis gonna be here for guidance. You hear me? Like, I don't want nothing but the best for her. At the end of the day, that's my little sister. I don't want her making the same mistakes that I have made as a child, and I just want her to know right from wrong and just apply life to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be out here just doing stuff because you see somebody else doing it. Like, have your own mind. But make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video. I never came out here and gave y'all real background on me and my sister's relationship. But long story short, she primarily lives in Memphis. She came to St. Louis for the summer, so I'm pretty much watching her for the summer, between me and her father. That's a different story for a different day. So she's been staying in my house. I'm the cool big sister for the most part. I don't really be in her way. I just ask my sister in my home, just clean up behind yourself and take the trash out. That's all I want you to do while you in my crib. Just take the trash out and clean up behind yourself. I'll take care of everything else. I'll wash the dishes. I'll do all that. Okay? Just clean up behind yourself. That's all I ask from that girl. So let's just get straight to the point. So my sister's been asking me all week, can her friend, and I'm not going to disclose her name, we're going to call her Jay. Okay, we're going to call the friend Jay. I'm not going to disclose her name. Her problem is really with my sister. At the end of the day, that's the only person that I can be worried about or concerned about. So I'm not going to bring nobody else's name to light with the situation, but we're going to call her friend Jay, okay? She's also family through marriage type shit. So, okay. My sister's been asking me all week, can she have company Friday? Cool. I didn't have no problem with that. I told her she can come spend a night Friday. Cool. That's fine with me, right? So she comes over. Everything cool. Everything cool up until about 11 o'clock that night. I was in my room laying down in my bed minding my business, and I kept hearing them tampering with the window in my son's room. I get up to try to figure out, damn, that's a big ass cat. Okay, I got sidetracked there, because that's a big ass cat. Hold on. I got up to see what was going on, and they had the blinds open and basically trying to pull the window up. And I'm like telling them to close the window, like, don't open that window. That window sometimes don't be locking. So I'm telling them to close the window. They talking about they hot, so they was just trying to get some air. So I'm telling them to close that window up and just cut the air on if y'all hot. They like, okay, cool. So I went back and laid down in the bed. At this point, it's 12 o'clock in the morning. So they both go in the bathroom together. So I'm assuming Jay was doing her hair. So they was in the bathroom for a long time. I'm talking from like 12 up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we gonna get there. So let's just get to 2 o'clock in the morning. By that point, I'm getting tired. I cut my TV off. I'm finna go to sleep. So as I'm closing my eyes, finna go to sleep, I overheard their conversation in the bathroom. So the first comment I heard Jay make in the bathroom was that she was scared and she don't think that they should do it. So followed by her statement, my sister like, my sister not a heavy sleeper. So at that point, I'm like, let me find out. At that point, I'm waking the fuck back up because I'm basically hearing them plot on a move type shit in my crib. So I'm up, I'm just chilling, laying in the bed, trying to see what type of moves motherfuckers is gonna make in my crib, because at the end of the day, these are minors that we're talking about, and I'm the adult responsible for them because they're in my house with just me. So at about 3 o'clock in the morning, they finally come out the bathroom and they go back into my son's room and they close my son's door. So they in the room whispering, right? So let me tell y'all about my apartments. My walls are really thin. It's really not hard to hear you from the next room, okay? So it's already quiet in my room. They in my son's room with the door closed. They are whispering, but I can still kind of pick up bits and pieces of the conversation. And I'm basically hearing them, and they're plotting on how to leave out of my house. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all, thinking I'm asleep. So I'm hearing my sister making comments about how I got my Ring camera in the front. I heard them tiptoeing in my living room, trying to look at the patio door to see if they can walk out. Like, I'm literally listening to these girls plot to leave my crib, bro. And I heard them tampering with the window again. I tried to wait a minute because I really wanted to see how far they was going to take it. Because the moment I felt like they was going through that window, I was going to get up. So I did end up getting up because I'm like, okay, they playing with their window too long and I don't want my window broke. So how about I get up and walk in the room on them? Jay standing up on something, got the blinds wide open. So at that point, I'm kind of irritated because I already know what y'all up to. And it's like, I just asked y'all to stop tampering with my son's window. Like, when I first moved over here, they had to fix that window because it would not lock. And sometimes I've noticed when I unlock it and I try to lock it back, it be doing weird shit. So I'm like mad because y'all steady playing with the window, and I've asked y'all to stop tampering with the window. On top of that, y'all trying to sneak about the motherfucking house like I'm just stupid or something. They trying to play it off like they just trying to close the window from earlier. And I'm telling them, like, look, stop tampering with this window. So at this point, I come to the window to personally make sure it was locked myself and close the blinds to daddy, right? As I'm tampering with the window comes apart. You can literally pull the window, and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all at the end of this video what they did to my son's window, right? Anybody can walk in my apartment at any given moment because the window's not secured. I can literally pull the window off. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I'm showing them, like, look what y'all just did to my son's room. Like, do y'all not know that y'all dads gonna come together and pay for this? And they like, yeah, okay, yeah, as long as y'all know. I still didn't call them out on them trying to sneak out because I still wanted to play like I didn't know what was going on to see how far they were going to take it. So I go back in my room. At that point, I text my sister and I told her, leave that door open. Actually, I told them when I walked out the room to leave the door open, and I did text my sister and I told my sister, under no circumstances can you have company over here again, and you actually need to go stay with your dad for a couple of days. I did. And she said, okay. You would have thought, okay, I done busted in on y'all twice trying to open this window, right? You would have thought by now these little girls would have been like, all right, let's just chill. We tripping. We tripping. 20 minutes later, I'm hearing my sister tell a nigga on the phone at 3, 4 in the morning that they can't leave out of my crib. They don't have nowhere to leave. I'm hearing her say this. So I'm like, okay, so that's, I mean, I kind of figured that's what it was about, them leaving to go see some little dudes, but that phone call kind of confirmed what it was for real. So this nigga on the phone telling them, y'all should have just walked out the door at 11 o'clock. Okay, cool. Now keep in mind, my sister is having this conversation, not even knowing that I can hear the whole conversation. But at this point, I'm still not saying nothing. I'm just laying back, waiting on the move because I'm just waiting. I'm just sitting around trying to see what's up. So that was really all there was to it. When they did leave, I went in my son's room and I was cleaning up. And I noticed under his bed was the screen to the window. Instead of telling me, hey, the screen fell too, they took the screen and threw it under my son's bed to try to hide it. Now, that's where I feel disrespected at because, I mean, at this point, y'all done broke the window. So y'all might as well have just came clean about the screen as well and just said, hey, the screen fell. Come on now. Like, did y'all not think I was ever going to find the damn screen under the bed? Like, that's what's baffling to me. But these kids nowadays are sneaky as hell. And you just really got to be paying attention because these kids be coming up with new techniques. I wasn't sneaking out the house. I don't give a fuck teenager at night. I wasn't leaving out my mama's house at 3 o'clock in the morning to go see nobody. I'm scared to walk out to the car at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really irritated about this, but from this video, I am gonna have a sit down with her and I might film it because I really want to know like what's going on. And I also want to give her advice. I don't even want to be too hard on her about it, but at the end of the day, I do need her to understand that respect is gonna be given in my home. And also, I don't want to be uncomfortable in my own crib. I couldn't even go to sleep because I'm trying to watch them and make sure ain't nothing going on under my nose while I'm in the bed trying to nap. So it's crazy, and I hate that it even happened because now it's just throwing me off because, you know, I welcome my sister in my home for a reason. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but it was a reason why my sister low-key wanted to come to St. Louis, and I was all welcomed arms. I did that drive to Memphis and went and got her and came back and have welcomed her in my home since with the help of her father as well. So it's like, I just want respect. You know what I'm saying? I just want respect. Yeah, I'm the cool big sister, but I'm also an adult, and I want respect for my home, bro. Teenager or not. I'm not making that excuse for her because at the end of the day, she knew what she was doing. You got to stand up for yourself sometimes. And I'm not going to say too much about this because this is something I want to tell her personally. But it's like, we got to do better. We can't be out here trying to fit in with other people to look cool, because sometimes it's gonna put you in the wrong direction. But I'm gonna say that for when I talk to her, because that's something personally that I feel like she needs to hear out of my mouth. So I'm not even gonna get into all of that. I'm just here to tell y'all the back end, because when I do have my sit down, this video will make sense. Y'all can refer back to this video if y'all haven't already, and it'll make sense on why we having that sit down or whatever. But I can't believe my sister's tribe. And what's really pissing me off about this is that, let's just say if something happened, I'm gonna feel like I'm at fault because at the end of the day, I'm the adult in the situation with two minors. That's just putting me in shit I don't need to be in. I got a 7-year-old son. My son ain't doing stuff like that. So this is not something I'm trying to sign up for. I'm telling y'all that right now. I can't be having all that going on over here. I don't have all that going on over here, and I'm not going to start. Sister, if you watching this, I love you. I know we make mistakes. I understand that you're young. You have a lot of growing up to do, a lot of learning about life. But I'm still going to hold you accountable for your actions, because at the end of the day, you are a smart child. And I want you to just make wise decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be having nobody out here trick you out your spot, because at the end of the day, Jay don't stay with me. So when she leave, you still got to deal with me and what come with that apartment. They don't have to worry about my crib. They don't have to come back at all, right? So I'm just saying, don't let people trick you out your spot, because you in the position you in, because I do have trust for you. Anybody that I allow in my home, I have trust for. And if it's broken, I don't know how you expect for me to really handle it from that point. But I'm gonna wrap this video up here, and I'm gonna have this followed by a sit down with my sister. I should be seeing her tomorrow. Like I said, I haven't even came to her about my feelings with this yet, but by the time I drop this video, I'm gonna been already talk to her. We need to clear a lot of stuff up. It's definitely a conversation that has to be had. I'm gonna ask her to tell me what they was trying to do with the window, and I'm gonna just see if she gonna be honest with me and go from there. But I am gonna show y'all what they did to my son's window, because outside of me not wanting her to be leaving out the house at 4 o'clock in the morning, now it's becoming a liability for me, because the window is something that I have to go out of my way and make sure it gets fixed. And that's not something that I feel like I want to do. It is what it is now, and I gotta do what I gotta do. But yeah, so make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm finna show y'all this video real quick, and I'm gonna just wrap it up from here. And I love y'all. I'm finna show y'all what they did to the window. Okay, look, y'all see that? Come on, make sure they can see it. Look at that. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Jay and like, this is what y'all did. This is what I gotta get fixed behind y'all. Trying to be sneaky. I ain't even gonna keep messing with it because it's cool. But I gotta get my window fixed. It won't even lock. It won't even lock. Look. Anybody can just walk in my house at this point. You see what I'm saying? So but alright, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all. Oh, and also, this was the screen that they put under my son's bed. You can tell it's been through. They was really trying to get up out of here. But alright, y'all.